my little my little scene. Hey there, everyone. Okay, so we're live on YouTube, Facebook, on my Facebook business page, my Facebook personal page, and I'm also live on Instagram. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Shanta Jackson, and I am the author of the Journal of a Woman with Lived Experiences, a 21-day guided journal. I am also a leader, mother, author, social entrepreneur, and I like to say that my purpose in life is to help people to help themselves and others. Hey, Yasmin, for the people, welcome. Hey, Danielle, CYEYC Experience. And so I just wanted to come on really quick. The purpose for today is I am writing my second book. Actually, the manuscript is finished, and what I like to do is I kind of like to share my progress, because I'm also teaching people at the same time, for those who are interested in writing their own book and becoming a self-published author. I don't know everything, but I'm open and honest and transparent, and I'm willing to share what it is that I know. This will be my second self-published book. And so my exclusive email subscribers, they actually assisted me with naming my book. And so today is going to be the reveal of the book title, but then also 5 individuals will receive a $20 e-gift card. So that's what I want to do, give it away live today. But before I do, just really quick, the Journal of a Woman with Lived Experiences, I released it in January 2020, and it was right before the pandemic. And it's a guided journal, but what's different about this guided journal is that I'm sharing 21 of my real life personal journal entries, which a lot of people don't do. So I literally share my personal journal entry, and then I leave space for the reader to write. And my topics include the power of storytelling. I talk about positive affirmations, self-validation, manifesting love, my relationship with time and money, life visioning, perseverance, expecting love, allowing myself to trust someone. And these journal entries were not written for a book. I was sharing them with a friend. I always wanted to write a book. As I mentioned earlier, I'm an entrepreneur, so I always thought it would be about business. And I was sharing it with my journal entries with a friend. And normally what I would do, I would throw my journals away out of shame, embarrassment, and guilt. And my friend said, no, don't throw them away. This might help someone someday. And so I said, then that's when I had my little epiphany moment. And I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to write a book. And so that's where this comes from. But one of my stories that I tell a story of resilience. And so I talk about the third and fourth time that I left my ex-husband. And so the third time I left him, I had $200, my 11-month-year-old son, a car seat, and 3 pairs of dirty clothes, because I had just left from a road trip. And so just imagine your home right now. Imagine you just leaving your home and never going back to your home. So I had no social security cards, no tax records, no computer, no jewelry, just literally starting from scratch. And that was, as I mentioned, the third time I left him. And then the fourth time I actually snuck out of the house. And so I talk a little bit about that, but then I'm single, I'm dating, life goes on. And so far I'm 40 years old, I'm still single. So I talk about just my dating but then also life visioning, like I mentioned. I share my bucket list, different things like that. So that's the Journal of a Woman with Lived Experiences, a 21-day guided journal, which is available at shantajackson.com, and is also available online wherever books are sold. And so now to my second book, why we're here today. So my second book is actually a follow-up. I do leave a little space for you, the reader, to just kind of share your thoughts on the things that I talk about. And it's really short. It's a really short read. It's 7 chapters. And I feel like I owe it to my readers to follow up, to talk about where I am at now in life, and have I grown? Do I still feel the same? What has changed? I still always share my positive affirmations and gratitude. I talk about the benefits of that. I share my favorite positive affirmations. And in my second book, I also share, what else do I share? I share the uh, first and second time that I left my ex-husband. And my reason for doing that is because I feel like, my theme for 2022, when I speak and when I go places, I think I know my theme is faith and resilience and perseverance. I am a single parenting mother. I am 100% self employed. I've left, in addition to that relationship, I'm originally from Las Vegas. I left my family to move to Las Vegas. My son was in the fourth grade. No family, no social circle. And I left for a job to start something new. And 2 months in, I knew that job wasn't the place for me. And but I stayed for 4 years because I said that once I leave, everyone would know my name. And I started my business on the side, left that job. And ever since 2017, I've been 100% self-employed, and I've had various struggles, which I've shared on various platforms and in different circles, which includes me like literally having $7 to $9 in my checking account. So I talk about that in my second book, and like I said, it's 7 chapters. And so I kind of tell kind of a little bit about my life story and where I am at now. And then I also, for those of you who follow me on Facebook, I have a lot of boyfriends, and Instagram doesn't know that, but you know now. But I have a lot of boyfriends, and and actually, my boyfriends are a lot of these men that they're just supporters and men that I don't know in real life, but I refer to them jokingly on Facebook as my boyfriends. And so I write a letter. I write a letter to my boyfriends, but then I actually write letters to my real life boyfriends that which are men that I've dated or that I'm probably currently dating at the time. Who knows? So it's a really good book. And so with that said, let's do the book title reveal. So for everyone, thank you. So I'll go ahead and start in a second with the $20 e-gift card giveaway. But for everyone, and then we're also streaming live. We're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn. I see all the love on LinkedIn. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for the comments. And I have Peggy checking in on Facebook. Hey, Miss Peggy. And so thank you everyone that participated. And I shared 5 different book titles. The first one, you all were like, no. The first one, 7 chapters of growth, progress, and staying the same. I don't know why I thought of that, but that had an average rating of 2.8. And then the revealing of a woman, 3.4. A woman's reveal, 3.1. And then I had 7 chapters of faith, love, and resilience, and you all gave that a 3.3. And the highest rating, and a little backstory about this, I started the survey and I had a few responses, and I was sharing it with my aunt, who's 77 years old. And my aunt says, hey, Deidre, Prince George's County, Maryland. She's watching from YouTube, but I shared it with my aunt. And she says, well, what about the resilience of a woman? And I said, oh, I like that. And that's what you all chose. So my upcoming book, my second book, which will be released in January, is The Resilience of a Woman. And the subtitle is 7 Chapters of Faith, Love, and Resilience. So again, The Resilience of a Woman, 7 chapters of faith, love, and resilience. So everyone, again, thank you so much for supporting me and for being a part of this process. And at this time, just really, really quick, winners need not be present. So for all of the people that contributed and helped me out, I promised that I would give them a $20 e-gift card up to 5 people. And so I'm not cheating here. All right. Let's see. Ashley Green. That's 1. Let me not look. Sean Core. Tamika Whedon, that's 3. And the 4th person, Tiffany Dillard. Okay, the last person, Melissa Zavala. And Ashley is in Texas. Sean, I think, in Las Vegas. Tamika, Chicago. Tiffany, Chicago. Melissa, Las Vegas. So that's the 5 winners, but I think I'm going to do a bonus. Why not? Why not? A bonus. Let's see. Edna C. Jenkins. So I got my bonus. So we got 6 $20 e-gift cards. So thank you, everyone. So what's next? Like I said, I like to share my process so that I can teach people. But what's next is I'm going to, my manuscript is complete. I submitted it for professional editing and did my reviews and my final edits. And then next, I will be doing interior formatting and the cover design. And I will be in LA at the Ultimate Women's Expo, December 11th and 12th. I'll be speaking on stage December 12th in LA. It's at the LA Convention Center. Again, the Ultimate Women's Expo. So if you're in the area, please do join me. And I will, and so those people don't know me. So I'm going to talk about this book. But my pre-sale, and I'll have a special pricing for my next book, The Resilience of a Woman. I'll have pre-sales available hopefully in December. And I don't want to take up too much of your time. I appreciate you for checking in and for being here and for supporting me. Be safe, be blessed. You can learn more about me at shantajackson.com, and you can follow me. Subscribe to my YouTube page. So for those of you who are watching on Instagram, if you click on the link in my bio, my YouTube page, and check out my playlist. So I have 3 different playlists. One, I talk about my book, The Journal of a Woman with Lived Experiences, and some of my personal thoughts, and I share some personal readings. And then my second playlist is Live with Shanta Jackson. So I have 53 interviews that I did between 2020 and through the summer of 2021. And so I interviewed Anthony Hamilton, Topeka K. Sam. She's a formerly incarcerated woman who was convicted for being a queen pin. And now she serves and she works with formerly incarcerated women. She has a nonprofit in New York. I've interviewed Dell Driscoll. Dell, she's fighting for Brittany's Law in New York State. Dell is the surviving mother and surviving of Helen, and the surviving grandmother of Brittany. And so Brittany and Helen, they were both murdered by Helen's ex-boyfriend. He was an ex-boyfriend of a very short time, but he had a criminal record, and he actually had murdered his child. He threw his baby against the wall and cracked the baby's skull, and went to prison for that and was released for prison, but his records were not available. And Dell believes that if her daughter had access to his records, and if she would have known that, she would have not dated him. And so for those of you who live in New York State, Brittany's Law, and I know they're working to change the name from Brittany's Law, but for now it's referred to as Brittany's Law. You can go online and Google it, but basically it would give folks access to records like that. So what happened to her daughter and her granddaughter wouldn't happen again. David McCullough, he's pretty popular on Instagram. He has a mental health gym. A lot you've probably heard Charlemagne the God talk about it. It's called Inception. I interviewed him. I interviewed A.D. Dolphin of D Herbs. He was featured a lot on the Steve Harvey show. Very successful multimillionaire. I've interviewed a lot of people. I've interviewed Danielle Brown, a woman of resilience, and her son, she lost her son Cody to senseless gun violence. I've interviewed Monique Smith, the oldest, the longest living Jane Doe. She didn't find out that she was a missing person until she was an adult. And this was and she just recently, within the past year or so, found her family, and she's featured now on an HBO documentary. So again, I've interviewed a lot of people. Check out my playlist. And then there's connections with Shanta Jackson, where I have conversations with professionals. Again, thank you everyone for checking in. I really appreciate it. Enjoy your night. And again, follow me on all social media at the Shanta Jackson, and you can visit my website at shantajackson.com.